Okay, get this. What if we could immunize the entire planet? No, not with some futuristic medicine, but with a fundamental change in how we think. Today, we're going to unpack a really powerful and kind of poetic philosophy that asks us to do exactly that. It's a radical new vision for our role here on Earth. And really, it all comes down to this one simple, super powerful command: keep the Earth alive first. This isn't just a friendly suggestion, you know? It's the core belief for everything else we're about to talk about, a plea that basically challenges us to rethink our entire relationship with our world.
So yeah, let's treat this like a journey, you and me. We're going to try to understand the worldview behind this urgent call to action, dig into its core ideas, its specific suggestions, and its pretty stark warnings for all of us.
All right, so this leads us to the first big idea here. The source really makes us ask a huge question. What is our place on this planet anyway? How should we really be seeing our role in the grand scheme of things? And right off the bat, our typical human-first point of view gets completely challenged. The source just states it plainly. The Earth doesn't just belong to us. We share it. We share it with other godly creatures. Just that one idea completely reframes things, doesn't it? It shifts our role from owner to, well, to cohabitant. Okay, so if we're not the sole owners, right? If we're just one of many incredible creatures living here, then what is our purpose? What are we supposed to be doing here? And the answer we get back? It's simple, but man, it's deep. Our purpose is to behave like human. Now, this isn't about being the smartest or having the best tech. It's a call to embrace a much deeper ethical responsibility, to act less like conquerors and more like wise caretakers. So, what does behaving like a human actually look like in the real world? Well, we get some clear, concrete examples. It means stop with the harmful experiments. It means we should be creating abundance, grow more trees, don't fight over water. And it connects these physical actions to something bigger, something spiritual, telling us to remember the name of God everywhere. It's this whole holistic approach, you see, linking what we do every day directly to the health of the planet. And this is where things get really interesting. This whole philosophy of stewardship, it builds up to this totally unique concept from our source, the idea of actually immunizing the planet itself. It's a wild metaphor, so let's break down what it really means. You know, we all get what immunization is, right? In a medical sense, it's about being proactive, protecting yourself to prevent harm down the road. Okay, so hold that thought, and now imagine applying that same logic to the entire Earth. And this is the brilliant leap it makes. The source takes this idea we all know, immunization for people, for kids, and just blows it up. It suggests we should be immunizing our plants, and then, the final, biggest step, we should be immunizing the entire Earth. It's a metaphor for planetary health and protection. So how in the world do you immunize a planet? Well, we get a pretty clear prescription. It's about saying no to crops that are pumped full of chemical fertilizers, like urea. It's about avoiding those harmful experiments again. And it brings us right back to those core ideas. Grow more trees and raise livestock, but do it responsibly. You see, each one of these actions is like a vaccine against the harm that humans can cause. Okay, but what if we don't listen? What happens if we just ignore all this? Because the source doesn't just give us a prescription, it also delivers a very clear, very powerful warning about where we're headed. And I think this part really shows just how smart this message is. It's not just black and white. The source actually says, use plastic. It gets that it's useful, but it follows it up immediately with this warning, in its own very unique way, but don't made plastic Earth. The danger isn't the plastic itself, you see? It's our insane overuse that's threatening to literally transform our world into something we don't want. And honestly, there's an even deeper warning here. By treating the world and all its creatures like machines, we actually risk becoming human robots ourselves. We lose that connection, that empathy. We lose our own humanity. And by doing that, we are actively causing damage to the survival of humans. It's a huge warning that destroying the environment is really just destroying ourselves. So as we start to pull all these ideas together, you've got the call for stewardship, the prescription for immunization, and these really stark warnings. We're kind of left with this final big moment of reflection. When you boil it all down, what we have here is this incredibly powerful plea. It's a call to completely shift how we see ourselves, from being the owners of Earth to being its caretakers, its stewards. It's an urgent request to start immunizing our planet with conscious, protective choices instead of just exploiting it until there's nothing left. And that leaves us right back where we started, with a question. But it's a different kind of question this time. It's not asking who the Earth belongs to. It's asking us to look at the world we're actually creating, this world of plastic, of human robots, and to ask, with this real sense of doubt, is this our Earth? And that's a question the source leaves for us to answer with our actions.